Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the TTV News broadcasted on TayNinhTV radio and television station with some last events now province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, during the half term of the implementation of the resolution of the 8th Provincial Party Conference of Businesses and Enterprises block term of 2020 to 2025, the Standing Board of Party Committee of the bloc has implemented and mastered the documents of central and the provincial party committees on inspection, supervision, and discipline of the party, proactively promulgate documents leading and directing party committees and organizations to deploy and implement, and thereby contributing to reducing the situation of the party organizations and party members being disciplined over the same period. The Standing Board of the Party Committee of Provincial Agencies block, the advisory and assisting agencies and the party committees and organizations under their affiliated organizations have actively developed a program of inspection and supervision on the whole course and set out an annual program to organize the implementation of the program. And through the implementation of the project number 2 of the Standing Board of Provincial Party Committee on limiting the situation of party organizations and party members being disciplined in the Provincial Party Committee term of 2020 to 2025, strengthening inspection and supervision with the motto, inspection must be focused, supervision must be expanded. The situation of the party organizations and party members being disciplined has decreased compared to the same period last year. In the first half of the term, the Standing Board of the Party Committee of Provincial Agencies block held for 58 inspection and supervision on the party organizations and party members, reaching for 84% of the resolutions set out by the conference. The Inspection Committee of the Party Committees of Provincial Agencies block has disciplined for 4 party members for violation, and there is no party organization in violation to be disciplined.
In the morning of August 6, on the occasion of June 20 in the year of the rabbit, the Secretary Board of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in TayNinhTV province held the opening ceremony of the 10th Tam Hoa Right Ordination Buddhist Calendar 2567. Attending the opening ceremony, there were former resident Trung Mỹ Hoa, Mr. Võ Đức Trong, standing Vice Chairman of the Provincial Buddhist Committee. Tam Hoa is the name based on the title of Most Venerable Thích Tam Hoa, who has been credited with spreading the Buddha Dharma and laying a solid foundation for the development of Buddhism in Thailand today. The Tam Hoa World Forum is held every 3 years to impart the recipe to the disciples, to practice and to study the way with the popular Buddhist study programs. The 10th Great Tam Hoa Forum took place in 4 days from August 5th to August 8th, attracting over 230 martyrs. Congratulating the great precepts, the leaders of TayNinhTV province and the delegates presented the Provincial Board of Directors of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha with many flower packets and items, expressing their immeasurable faith in the complete achievement of the 10 great precepts in 2023.
And in the first 6 months of 2023, the projects on developing of application of population data identification and electronic authentication for national digital transformation, referred to as the Project 6 in the province, has been implemented and achieved many positive results, ensuring on schedule. Up to now, 100% of the district, town, and the city in the province have issued their local plans for the implementation of Project 6 in 2023, in which one unit, TayNinhTV City, has advised the City Party Committee to issue directive on accelerating the implementation of Project 6. Units have also registered for a point model to ensure 100% data whether the population must be right, sufficient, clean, and live. Organized a signing ceremony between the police, the youth union, and the district women's union on promoting propaganda, activating the use of electronic identification accounts, installing the VNEIT application among the young union members and the women's members, the students, and also the local people. And thanks to the attention and timely direction, the tasks of the project were basically organized and strictly implemented, ensuring the progress according to the proposed roadmap. Propagator and the guidance for citizens to perform online public service is carried out synchronously from the province to the grassroots level. And recently, TayNinhTV has had many policies to support businesses to invest in science and technology activity, innovate and improve the technology levels, and thereby contributing to creating motivation and promoting scientific and also the technological activities and innovation in the enterprises in the area. Supporting policies of the province can be mentioned such as support to improve the productivity and quality of products and goods, supporting innovative small and medium enterprises to join industry clusters and value chains, support innovation startup ecosystems, and support registration of intellectual property protection. Thereby, the province has supported 40 organizations and enterprises to build and apply advanced management system, productivity and quality improvement tools, products of conformity certification, regulation conformity announcement, standard conformity certification, standard conformity announcement also, with a total cost of about 1.9 billion Vietnam dong. In addition, supporting and rewarding many times of enterprises winning national quality awards in order to create motivation and encourage many businesses in the province to join and develop their brands. Trang Bang Town Land Fund Development Center has just coordinated with the People's Committee of Hampton World to organize a conference to collect opinions of the draft compensation price for the land and the plan for compensation support and resettlement to implement the project's N8787B 789 Regional Interconnection Road Project Component Number 1 project. According to statistics in Hampton Words, there are nearly 400 organizations, households, and individuals affected by the project, with the acquired land area over 12 hectares. The total cost of the compensation, support, and resettlement to implement the projects in Hampton World is more than 100 billion Vietnam dong. After listening to the implementation of the draft compensation price and compensation plan, the representatives of organizations, households, and people basically agreed. At the same time, it is suggested that the state should pay attention to and raise the level of compensation and support for the people with land, houses, and some of the works, helping the people to settle down and live happily. After the conference, the units also checked the current status of land use, buildings, and structures to implement the compensation plan and support households in the affected area of the project.
Tân Châu District Police had just launched the movement. Each officer and soldier of the district police is equipped with a fire extinguisher. This is one of the practical activities aiming to propagate and mobilize people to equip themselves with fire prevention fighting equipment, contributing to improving the efficiency of fire prevention and fighting in the district. At the launching ceremony, the leader of Tân Châu District Police emphasized that fire prevention and fighting should be put first, because if a fire occurs, the consequences are unpredictable. At the same time, calling on each officer and soldier of the district police to be a propagandist, first of all, to mobilize family members and people living nearby to equip their family with at least one fire extinguisher, so that when there is an accident of fire, it will be extinguished from the beginning, limiting the damage. On this occasion, Tân Châu District Police gave 95 fire extinguishers to officers and soldiers registered to participate in the movement. Previously, there were 91 officers and soldiers of the District Police who equipped their own fire extinguishers for their families. Thus, up to now, 100% of Tân Châu District Police officers and soldiers have equipped their own fire extinguishers for their families.
And ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, consumer loans, especially online loans, have become a form of credit loans and close and accessible to the people. As the loans firm and their appraisal process become more and more simple, the appraisal time is also gradually shortened. Thanks to the credit information system with a large database, and banks were able to innovate online transactions and start promoting online lending, some loans are even dispersed within minutes. Vietnam National Credit Information Center (CIC) displays is managing information for 54.7 million borrowers, with information coverage reaching for 65% of the adult population. And when the bank wants to lend, It must verify the customer information to see if there is any other bank bad debts or not. And with just a few simple steps in a short time, credit institutions have obtained credit information of customers provided by CIC to make disbursement decisions. We create the simplest products such as checking credit status of customers that credit institutions can access to, going immediately to check if the customer has a bad debt or not, and can add more about the situation of the credit balance. Then you can decide to disperse the loan immediately. The second thing is that we can provide the credit scores. Some credit institutions have just compiled the CIC scores, combining the information they have for approval. Borrowed to buy a house, the operation is less than 10 minutes. Wrap up in just a mouse clicks. Disbursements after 5 days. On procedures are digitized, including the verification of customer records. This saves a lot of time and efforts for both the customers and also the bank staff. First of all, customers declare their own information. On the basis of customers' self-declared information, we connect with the third parties, then use the latest technology. For example, if a customer has a salary, we have a basis to confirm that the customer has a real salary, or the customer declares the identity to the portal of the Ministry of Public Security. We determine that the customer is submitting the loan application. And from a database provided by the credit information system, compiled with their technology, banks not only appraise customers for loans, but also develop and open credit cards. Currently, we have an internal credit rating system and a scoring system linked with ecosystem so that we can filter the best customers to be able to approve the card opening. In the context that the banks are increasingly deploying and widely applying electronic means to the lending process, accurate and quick customer credit information is an important factor, important to decide the development of online lending money.
And ladies and gentlemen, traffic is one of the important criteria under the National Target Program on New Rural Construction Development. In order to achieve and maintain this criterion, over the past time, the province has paid many attention to and invest in building, expanding, and operating many rural roads works, ensuring the convenient movement of the people and safety, also contributing to the change the face of the rural areas.
The province has also ensuring the convenient movement of the people and the safety, contributing to change the face of the rural areas. According to statistics in the province, there are nearly 8,300 kilometers of roads and inner roads, including 3 national highways managed by the Ministry of Transport. The road system managed by the province is 35 roads, and the rest are the commune roads, hamlets, village roads, and intrafield roads. In the period from 2016 to 2022, the province has implemented for 38 road projects with a total investment of nearly 6,000 billion Vietnam dong from the local budgets and the central budgets also. In the past, life here was very hard. Now the roads are spacious and the electricity is also full, and we here are very excited. Up to now, the works has been built in Chala reached to 100% of the commune level, and the total construction works is 34 works, including 24 road works, and the total investment capital is over 16 billion Vietnam dong. The implementation and maintenance of the criteria 19 on the traffic in the localities also face many difficulties, especially in the work of maintenance and repair of invested traffic works, because many of the works are degraded. In addition, localities do not have specific plans and solutions in promoting resources in the community, and currently the capital source for construction of the rural areas is mainly from the state budget. The capital mobilized from the people is very slow and very low also, and the allocation of capital in some localities is still slow, affecting the organization and implementation of traffic works. In the future, if capital is allocated, it will continue to be balanced investment in these roads to meet the urgent needs of the people and to create the conditions for the people to travel more conveniently.
Last year, Taynan province invested in building, operating, and repairing for nearly 370 kilometers of roads, mobilizing the people to donate over 20,000 square meters of land for road construction. Lighting up the countryside has been carried out with over 13 kilometers of roads. And thanks to that, many rural roads have become more spacious, clean and beautiful, contributing to changing the rural appearance and maintaining security and order and assisting domestic workers also. And the people's travel and of course transportation is also convenient and safe. And that's all for the TTV News today. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.